What is up, guys? Fresh Powder here, but you can call me Daniel. And we are back to react to a brand new season of Doctor Who. Or should that be old? Because, hold on to your hats and your sonic screwdrivers, because we are going back to the 1960s. Yep, I'm diving into the classic series. Because hopefully, once I do so, you guys will stop commenting spoilers. I don't know, I think that's how it works. So prepare to forget everything you thought you knew about the modern Doctor Who. No 3D visuals, no mind-blowing effects. We're staying classic, and I don't know what to expect. But you can expect this. This will be Classic Season 1, Episode 1, An Unearthly Child. Now, I know for a fact that's definitely referring to the Doctor, or maybe it's some other alien I've never heard of. Oh, and don't focus on the colors or the lighting too much, guys. Where we're going, we don't need color. Let's dive on in. Well, the classic intro. Doctor Who. Alright, let's begin. Alright, we got a cop. Yep. What's that? Is it still the cop? Foreman. The theme's still going. Yep. It may be in black and white, but I know that police box anywhere. It's the TARDIS. An Unearthly Child. Written by Anthony Coburn. Well, I'm excited. Yep. Public telephone, free for public use. Old Coal Hill School. Okay. We're at a school. It'll be a little harder to recognize everyone, but hey, came out in the 60s.
Obviously not.
Well, ask a silly question.
I'm sorry.
It's all right. I'll forgive you this time.
Oh, I had a terrible day. I don't know what to make of it.
Oh, what's the trouble? Can I help?
Oh, it's one of the girls, Susan Foreman.
Susan Foreman.
Susan.
She your problem too?
Yes?
And you don't know what to make of her?
No.
How old is she, Barbara?
15.
15.
Right.
So let's acknowledge her a bit at a time so as not to embarrass me. That's what I feel about her. She knows more science than I'll ever know. She's a genius. Is that what she's doing with history?
Something like that.
So your problem is whether to stay in business or hand over the class to her.
No, not quite.
What's it?
Ian, I must talk to someone about this, but I don't want to get the girl into trouble. And I know you're going to tell me I'm imagining things.
Oh, I'm not.
Well, I told you how good she is at history. I had a talk with her, and I told her she ought to specialize. Well, she seemed quite interested till I said I'd be willing to work with her at her home. Then she said that would be absolutely impossible as her grandfather didn't like strangers.
He's a doctor, isn't he? It's a bit of a lame excuse.
Well, I didn't pursue the point, but then recently her homework's been so bad.
Yes, I know.
Finally, I was so irritated with all her excuses, I decided to have a talk with this grandfather of hers and tell him to take some interest in her.
Oh, did you indeed? And what's the old boy like?
Well, that's just it. I got her address from the secretary, 76 Totters Lane, and I went along there one evening. Oh, Ian, do pay attention.
Sorry, you went along there one
I'm
evening?
paying
Well, there
attention.
isn't anything there. It's just an old junkyard.
Hey, you must have gone to the wrong place.
Well, that was the address the secretary gave me.
Well, the secretary got it wrong then.
No, I checked. There was a big wall on one side, houses on the other, and nothing in the middle. And this nothing in the middle is number 76 Totters Lane.
That's a bit of a
The
mystery.
TARDIS can have a habit
Well,
of
there must be a
disappearing.
simple answer somewhere.
Well, what?
Well, we'll have to find out for ourselves, won't we?
Thank you for the we. She's waiting in one of the classrooms. I'm lending her a book on the French Revolution.
What's she going to do? Rewrite it? Oh,
Wow.
all right. What do we do? Ask her point blank?
No, I thought we could drive there, wait till she arrives, and see where she goes.
Oh, all right.
Well,
Yeah.
that is if you're not doing anything.
So spying,
Up to you.
basically. Thought that was a phone for a second.
Susan? Oh,
Susan,
I'm
okay.
fine. It's right in here coming in. And they're fabulous.
Who?
It's John Smith and the Convent. They've gone from 1902.
John Smith is the stage name of the Honourable Aubrey Waits.
John
He
Smith.
started his career as Chris Waits in the Cowlers, didn't he, Susan?
You are surprised.
I guess that's where it gets
I
it
didn't
from.
expect you to know things like that.
I have an inquiring mind and a very sensitive ear.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Is that the book you promised me? Yes. Thank you very much. It will be interesting. I'll return it tomorrow. Oh, that's not necessary. Keep it until you've finished it. I've finished it.
Oh, where do you live,
Really?
Susan? I'm giving Miss Wright a lift. I've room for one more.
No, thank you, Mr. Chesterton. I like walking through the dark. It's mysterious. Be careful, Susan. They'll probably
Yeah, but it's
be
also
fog again
dangerous, so best not to do
tonight. See you
that.
in the morning. I expect so. Good night. Good night.
Good night, Susan.
Night. Ooh, sinister. Book on the French Revolution. And you've begun to read.
That's not right.
What?
Over there.
Lucky there was no fog. I'd never have found this.
Well, she doesn't seem to have arrived yet. I suppose we are doing the right thing, aren't we?
Can't justify curiosity.
But her homework.
A bit of an excuse, really, isn't it? I've seen far worse. The truth is, we're both curious about Susan, and we won't be happy until we know some of the answers.
You can't just pass it off like that. I thought I was just being a busybody. I'd go straight home. I thought you agreed she was a bit of a mystery.
Yes, but I think you'll find there's a very simple explanation to all this.
Well, I don't know how you explain the fact that a teenage girl does not know how many shillings there are in a pound. Really? She said she thought we were on the decimal system.
Decimal system?
Oh, okay.
Sorry, Miss Wright. Don't be silly, Susan. The United States has a decimal system. You know perfectly well that we do not. Of course, the decimal system hasn't started yet.
Oh,
Suppose she couldn't be a foreigner.
she knows something about the future.
Nothing about this girl makes sense. For instance, the other day I was talking about chemical changes. I'd given out the litmus paper to show cause and effect.
And she knew the answer before you'd started.
Well, not quite. The answer simply didn't interest her.
Yes, I can see red turns to blue, Miss Chesterton, but that's because we're dealing with two inactive chemicals. They only act in relation to each other.
But that's the whole point of the experiment, Susan.
Yes, it's a bit obvious, isn't it? Well, I'm not trying to be rude, but couldn't we deal with two active chemicals? Then red could turn blue all by itself and we could get on with something else.
Okay.
I'm sorry. It's just
Actively
my...
experimenting?
She means it. These simple experiments are child's play to her.
It's almost got to the point where I deliberately want to trip her up.
Wow.
Yes. Something like that happened the other day. I'd set the class a problem with A, B, and C as the three dimensions.
It's impossible unless you use D and D.
D and E.
D&D.
Whatever for? Do the problem that's set, Susan.
I can't, Mr. Chesterton. You constantly work on three other dimensions.
3 of them. Time being the 4th, I suppose. Then what do you need E for? What do you make the 5th dimension?
Space.
Time and space.
Too many questions and not enough answers.
Stupid. Or just doesn't know. So we have a 15-year-old girl who is absolutely brilliant at some things and excruciatingly bad at others.
Yeah. Oh, there she is. She's heading in.
Look, can we go in? I hate to think of her alone in that place.
She is alone. Look, she is 15. She might be meeting a boy. Didn't that occur to you?
I almost hope she is.
What do you mean?
Well, it would be so wonderfully normal.
Well, this is before the 70s,
Silly, isn't it?
before
I feel
domestic
frightened.
violence became
We're
bad,
about to
so...
interfere in something that is best left alone.
Come on, let's get it over with.
All right, you're gonna follow Susan.
Well, don't you feel it?
Here.
I take things as they come. Come on.
All right, in you go. So we're in a junkyard. Looks like a mannequin.
What a mess. I'm turning over any of this stuff to find out.
Over there?
Whoops. Don't want to make a noise.
What? A torch. Well, use a match.
I haven't got any. Oh, never mind.
There's one.
Susan! Susan!
Do you see her yet?
Susan!
Nope.
Susan! Mr. Chesterton and Miss Wright. I got out without her seeing her.
Ian,